I want to share another lesson with you from the book of Proverbs. This is our sixth lesson, and the title of this one is True Friendship. True Friendship from just various Proverbs from the book. The first thought is we need to practice friendship. It says in Proverbs 27:10, do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. So a good question is, who are your close friends? Everybody needs some close friends to be there for them. Another thought from Proverbs is fickle friends of wealth. Sometimes people are attracted to be our friend because of something we can do for them, possibly wealth, or maybe we're the boss and they are our friends while we're the boss, but then when we're not, they're not our friend. In Proverbs 19, verses 4, 6, and 7 says, wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor person deserts them. Many curry favor with a ruler. Everyone is the friend of the one who gives gifts. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. So what are motives for friendship, both good and bad? What are some of the motives you've seen for people to be friends? Another thought from Proverbs is faithful friends stick it out. Isn't that true? Proverbs 18:24 says, one who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs 17:17 says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. Proverbs 27:9 says, perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. So what are some of the blessings that we gain from friendship? What are some of the things that really add to our life and our enhancements of our lives because of our friendships? Another thought from Proverbs is friends tell one another the truth. Proverbs 27:5-6 says, better is open rebuke than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And Proverbs 28:23, whoever rebukes a person will in the end gain favor rather than one who has a flattering tongue. So do you have friends that you have told the truth to? And who tells the truth to you? Good friends tell each other the truth. Friends also do not take advantage of one another. Proverbs 26:18 and 19 says, like a maniac shooting flaming arrows of death is one who deceives their neighbor and says, I was only joking. Proverbs 25:17 says, seldom set foot in your neighbor's house. Too much of you and they will hate you. Proverbs 27:14, if anyone loudly blesses their neighbor early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse. So, good question is, have you had friends that took advantage of you? Unfortunately, we probably all have had that experience. And what do we learn from that? Someone that stabbed us in the back or took advantage of us, and we thought they were our friend. Then, next, choose your friends wisely. Proverbs 17:9 says, whoever would foster love covers over an offense, but whoever repeats a matter separates close friends. Proverbs 26:28 says, a perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. Proverbs 12:26, the righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. So the question is, have you had a friend betray your confidence? Unfortunately, we probably all have, and we've learned something from that. The next thought is, good friends protect you. That's how you know a really good friend. Proverbs 13:20 says, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 25:9 and 10 say, if you take your neighbor to court, do not betray another's confidence, or the one who hears it may shame you, and the charge against you will stand. So the question is, how can a good friend improve your life? How are we benefited and blessed by good friendships? Friends are devoted to one another. Proverbs 14:20 says, the poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Proverbs 17:17, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity or hardship. How do you know who are your true friends? How have you found out who are your true friends? And I think the last thought is a good one. True friends are spiritual. You have to have common beliefs and common morals and common meaning and purpose in life. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 says, two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, the other can help them up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. If two lie down together, they can keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone? And though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So the question is, why is spirituality so important to friendships? Why do we need spirituality in our relationships for them to really last and be meaningful and protective and a blessing to our lives? And then the final question for discussion is just what's your takeaway from this lesson? What out of all these verses on friendship from the book of Proverbs, what can you take away and how can it bless your life? Thank you so much for listening. I pray that these thoughts are a blessing to you, and may you have a great week.